Let's discuss how a promissory note and a mortgage or trust deed all relate together in financing. The idea is, how does one go about obtaining a real estate loan? To buy a house, for example. The borrower has to sign what is called a promissory note. The promissory note is what creates the debt. Once the note is in place, which is the promise to pay, the lender wants the borrower to sign a second document called a mortgage or a trust deed. It depends upon what state you are in, whether your state uses a mortgage or trust deed. Both terms mean the same thing, however, security for the debt, or another term for that is the word collateral. With a mortgage state, the two terms involved will be the mortgagor, which is the borrower, and the mortgagee, which is the lender. Since the term mortgagor ends in OR, that means that is the giver, or givor if you will, of the mortgage document. So the borrower is called the mortgagor. Likewise, the word mortgagee ends in the letters EE, which once again is the receiver. So since the lender receives the mortgage document, the lender is referred to as the mortgagee. And in a mortgage state, we have judicial foreclosure, which means if the payments are not made, the lender has to go to court to foreclose. Let's contrast a mortgage state with a trust deed state. With the deed of trust or trust deed, which once again is the security for the debt, we simply have different terms for the parties involved. The lender is called a beneficiary. The borrower is called a trustor, once again the givor, if you will, of the trust deed document. And then we have a, quote, neutral third party who is called the trustee, who is the receiver of the trust deed document. That trustee typically is like an attorney for the lending institution. The purpose of the trustee is to foreclose if necessary. In a trust deed state, we have non-judicial foreclosure, which means that the lender, or in essence the trustee, does not have to go to court to foreclose. Even if a person is foreclosed upon, most states have redemption laws. Redemption means to redeem or buy back. Let's contrast equitable versus statutory redemption. Equitable redemption is the right of a borrower to redeem the property before the foreclosure sale, whereas statutory redemption is the right of a defaulting borrower to redeem the property after the foreclosure sale. In any event, when the borrower redeems the property, the borrower has to redeem for whatever the property sold for at the foreclosure sale, plus any other cost involved. If the property that is being foreclosed upon does not bring enough in money at the actual foreclosure sale, the borrower still might owe some money to a lender. Let's say that the loan amount on a first mortgage was $200,000, yet at the foreclosure sale, it only sold for $190,000. Therefore, the lender would still be $10,000 short. The lender many times can still go after the borrower with a deficiency judgment for that $10,000 difference. And finally, in a foreclosure sale, please remember that real estate taxes always get paid off first at a foreclosure sale. After that, it's any lien in order of priority based on the recording date. And finally, if there's any money left over at the very end, the defaulting borrower would get whatever was left over.